again folks, now for something completely different. I'm folding my arms to stop myself waving my arms about. I've got this, I'm always doing this all the time. I'm never relaxed, so I thought I'll try folding my arms, see what it looks like. Anyway, today I've got something entirely different. Well, not really entirely different. It's about Hoover again. I know quite a few people are interested in the Hoover company, so I thought I'd show you something something unusual, shall we say, that you probably haven't seen before. Anyway, let's down to the nitty gritty. I've got a little bag here with some Hoover parts in. First one to come out, right, look at that, a little armature. Now have a look at that armature. That's out of a Hoover appliance, shall we say, and you've got to tell me what it's out of. And I bet not many people would know. Well, I'm going to tell you anyway, because you're going to find out, because you've probably seen it from the title. You've probably seen it on the title of the video anyway, so I don't know what I'm messing about. Okay folks, it's an armature out of a Hoover electric drill. Now a lot of people are probably saying, well, Hoover didn't make electric drills. Well, in a way, they're absolutely right. Hoover didn't make any electric drills, but they did sell electric drills, and they did have the word Hoover written on them. What happened was, Hoover had a policy of, if it was a complete new product they'd not made before, rather than go to all the expense of tooling up and producing their own product, they would buy one in from another company, have their brand name stuck on it, and then sell it as a Hoover product. Now, if the product proved successful, they would then start making their own, tool up the factory and manufacture their own. Now, back in 1967, Hoover didn't have a tumble dryer in their range. They made washing machines, all sorts, but no tumble dryer. They didn't want to go to the expense of tooling up the factory to make them if they weren't going to be big sellers. So what they did, they went to English Electric, got English Electric to make their tumble dryer. It was the model 3020 actually. Great big heavy cumbersome thing it was. And if it was successful, which it was, they started to produce their own, and if it wasn't, they'd just stop it. And this is what happened with the Hoover drills. They got this Swedish company to manufacture the drills, but unfortunately, this was in 1970. They first came out in 1970, I remember it well. And I was quite excited to see them, but Black & Decker dominated the market, and they were never really successful, and they were dropped. But I thought I might show you, this is an armature out of one of those drills, and in this little bag, interesting enough, I bought some spare carbon brushes at the same time. But strangely enough for Hoover, I've never known this happen with any other Hoover product. You can see the part numbers on there as well, look. 646639. There's only one brush in each bag, and it does say on there quantity 1. Very unusual. Hoover always sold their carbon brushes in pairs, so I've no idea why they sold them in singly. It seems a bit odd that. This is a little switch. This is an actual speed switch out of a Hoover drill. The thing is, originally, when Hoover brought a new product out, they would always issue us with a pass the spare parts in advance, so that should there be a problem with it under guarantee, we could repair it for the customer very quickly. They were very good like that, Hoover. Now, if you're wondering why I've got some spare parts for a Hoover drill, it's this. I've got a Hoover drill. This is my Hoover drill. I've had this for many years, and you can see it's well used, but it does still work. On the top, you'll notice the switch is a little rocker switch. It's not the switch I showed you earlier, which was a push switch. The reason is these weren't very reliable. They did break, and rather than put another one of those in, I replaced it with a simple rocker switch, which I find much easier. This is a fiddly thing. You have to press it in and push it to lock it in place. So that's it. But other than that, the drill is completely as it was. I'll just plug it in and show it working. It's not a bad drill, actually. It's not actually, it's a bit noisy now. Now this model is the percussion model. You can tell that by this red ring around here. What you do, you give that a twist when the drill's going, and then it turns it into a percussion drill. And that's what I've mostly used it for. And it's very good. It's not a bad drill at all, actually. Now, they did make 3 different versions of this drill. There was the bog standard one, which was single speed and nothing else. They also made a complete electronic one, which was multi-speed, but it didn't have this. And this one, of course, is the percussion model. This was the middle one in the range. But they were quite nice drills, actually, and I was quite sad when they stopped doing them. I don't suppose there's many of them about now. In line, when Hoover brought out the electric drills, they also brought out a range of accessories. The only bits I've got left of those now are these actual blades with the word Hoover stamped on them. These were supplied originally. I mean, they're not very good quality blades. They're pretty poor actually. They're just steel, and they wouldn't have lasted long, so I've never used them. But they came in the spares pack that Hoover provided us, I believe. They did do quite a range of accessories, but they're all gone now. These are the only. This is the only remaining part I've got now, apart from the brushes and the spare armature. So there you have it, folks. A Hoover electric drill. I bet you didn't know they existed. Bye for now.